It's my birthday. All right. Big announcements. First, let me say hi to everyone. What's up? What's up? What's up? So, I'm going to also do another live later tonight. A lot of people were emailing me saying, how come you don't go live during the day anymore? So, I figured for my birthday, I'll do both. I'll go live during the day and then I'll go live at night. So, this way I don't miss anyone. We're going for 52 super chats in total because that is how old I am. But you guys have till midnight. So, yeah. I have thought long and hard about this. I have been debating this for a while. I have said things in passing. Didn't really know what I was going to do. And I'm still kind of on the border. Now, one thing I am doing, I am still learning Photoshop and a couple of other programs to make things better. And no, I'm not leaving YouTube. But I'm maybe leaving true crime. Not totally. Like, that's the part that I haven't really decided where I'm heading. But I'm just, I don't know. I can't do this anymore. I can't compete with these assholes. So Crystal, just to put it in perspective, Crystal made a list that she made as a joke, but it's really very, very true. And I'm going to pull it up. Hold on. Dum, dum. I thought I had it ready, but I didn't. So hold on. Bear with me. Here it is. Okay. Crystal was hilarious. So if you want to make it, if you want a good channel these days on YouTube, this is what you have to do. You have to eat chips while talking to other people. You have to get drunk. You have to yell at a mother of a missing child, have a mouse run behind you, make a phone call on a piece of toast, which to me is fucking comical because that was probably the best thing I ever saw. Dox your whole life because someone said you didn't have one. Look at another creator's bathroom and make fun of it all day long. Make up CPS reports, find some fake bones, make crafts, sit in a recliner and talk shit all day, bring in a spirit box, make up some island. Oh, and don't forget the painful never-ending call-ins. Just a thought. Now, those are all the things that you need to get big numbers these days, and I'm not going to do it. I will not do it, but I also cannot compare. My final straw in my aggravation was, and not that I don't like him, because I do, was T-Rev was invited to Banfield tonight over bullshit. And it's not T-Rev's fault because he knows it's bullshit. And he stated it's bullshit. And he stated he's going to say it's bullshit. But I don't think he realizes he could have done that before he went on a show. So even mainstream media has gotten to the point where it's just nonstop nonsense. It's nonstop bullshit. I know the list is longer. I just thought it was funny. Oh, defend the suspect. You know, I keep hearing that, Bad Wolf. Molly asked me about that last night. Do I see a trend of people defending the suspects? No, but I don't watch too many people. And you know, I got on YouTube for multiple reasons. But one of the things that has always kept me going is I have always respected my subs. I have always acknowledged my subs. Have I kept to all of my Patreon duties the way I should? No. Members? No. But subs as a whole, yes. I have always tried to be better than other creators in the sense of acknowledging everybody, whether they pay me or not. I've always tried to go one step above in making everybody feel welcome, not just people that pay me. I have tried to go above and beyond what I've seen other people do in not really acknowledging everybody and, only acknowledging super chats. I have spent many, many, many hours getting proper information and not fake information and not bullshit information. And I have spent many, many, many hours working with people to, bring you guys correct info. And in the end, people don't care. People want to pay for you to acknowledge them. People want to pay to be acknowledged. They don't want to be acknowledged just regular. They don't want to be acknowledged just because you're trying to do the right thing. Majority of people, and I know there's obviously exceptions, but majority of people want to be somewhere where they're not going to get acknowledged unless you pay them. They're going to be somewhere where they want to hear the sound of their own voice. They don't want to hear facts. They want to hear bullshit and they want to run with it. And for the last, I'd say, year that I have not done drama, I have not wanted to do drama, it doesn't seem to matter. My name is still brought up in places that it shouldn't be. My anything that I do, somebody has to make a comment or make a video about it. And it leaves a really, really bad taste in your mouth. These channels spend 3, 4, 5 hours a day rambling like they did yesterday with the info they got. Bad Wolf, I agree with you, but it's more than 3, 4, 5 hours. We're talking 10 hours. We're talking 6 hours. We're talking guys, girls, call people idiots. You'll get 100,000 subs. Just keep calling people idiots and morons and watch your sub count grow. I mean, seriously. Latch on to a big creator, even though you totally suck, and watch your channel grow. And I just can't do it anymore. I just can't. Oh no, I know Capone. I'm not talking about them. They're just like they are the icing on the cake. Because it just doesn't seem to matter. Like I said, people don't appreciate the fact that they are worth something, whether they get paid, whether they pay me or not. People don't appreciate it. So why bother doing it? I always said that I was going to be a different creator. But you know what? In the end, that's not what people want. People want to be treated like shit. And I've been studying this for a while now. Creators that don't ever acknowledge your chat are the biggest channels. Call people idiots. You'll get 100,000 subs. Have a dick and you'll get 100,000 subs. Hey, Chair. And thank you. That's 49 more to go by midnight. And I don't know if it's an age thing. I don't know if it's because I'm getting old, but I don't even want to watch all these channels anymore because they're not doing anything. Thank you, struggle is real. 48 more. I gotta keep track or I'm gonna lose track. I'll put it here. 48. I'll especially lose track by tonight. And thank you guys. It just seems like that, like I don't even want to turn them on. Like Bad Wolf said, okay, he was extradited yesterday and he's on his way there now. True crime in general, Yarn. I thank you, sweet Melissa. But again, people don't appreciate it. It's pointless. It's not something that they care about. It's not something that people want. Like, I don't want to mention names, but there's a creator that was live this morning. He may still be live. Doesn't acknowledge his chat, is the biggest idiot. He's got 1,800 people watching. He doesn't even fucking say anything. Okay, Tony, I'll give you an example. All right? I'll give you an example. One of the two that you are talking about, I saw a title of his video and almost vomited. And that is, when I saw that, I lost 100% respect for him. 100% respect. Because you're in true crime, you should know better. And it wasn't T-Rev that I'm talking about. These clickbait titles, these getting into whatchamacallit. No, not Justin, Ickmel. I was talking about Ickmel. The clickbait titles, the feeding into the bullshit. I just can't. Like, I look at people with a higher amount of respect than that. And I've always viewed it as, if you're coming to my channel, you want to learn something. You want to know something that you may not have known previously. Thank you, Britt. You want to know something that you may not have known yesterday. So you come to me for knowledge. You come to any creator for knowledge. You don't go to a creator who's going to feed into the exact same bullshit that everybody else is. And I like, every day I turn on YouTube with this case and I lose more respect for people because I'm looking at their titles like, really? You're promoting this bullshit? And I see it over and over and over and over. I can't do it anymore. I'm not going to compete with this. And then you even have people that I like Banfield, who I know is more entertainment. But I'm going to play you just a little clip. And I'm going to show you guys kind of what I'm talking about and where my head's at as compared to where the rest of America is at or the rest of the world is at. Hold on. Let me find it. What? I do too, Sky. Oh, Urine, I know, but it's just, it's aggravating. That's all hell. Okay. All right. This was 4 days ago. It's only 3 minutes, but I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about.
She's a senior reporter for the New York Post, and she's live with me now. Dana, you were able to speak with the
A senior reporter, not some little person, a senior reporter.
aunt of this suspect, of Brian Christopher Koberger, today. What did welcome, and what did the aunt tell you?
I've actually spoke to two of them, and they were both married to brothers of Michael Koberger, that's the murder suspect's father. And the one aunt that I spoke to, who a lot of them are in the Las Vegas area, and she said the last time she saw Brian and his father Michael was about 4 years ago at a funeral out in the Nevada area. And she said that Brian's affected.
Okay. The last time that she saw Brian was 4 years ago. Can you please tell me why the fuck anybody cares? 4 years ago. 4 years ago. You're asking a non-biological aunt from 4 years ago, and this is newsworthy. This has 800,000 views. Just this little clip has 800,000 views because of somebody, hey Tiff, because of somebody that they met 4 years ago. Hello?
In general, it wasn't as if he came off, of course, as somebody seemingly outwardly crazy, but she said she noticed that he had a really weird food fetish. And she said it went beyond being vegan. He required his aunt and uncle to buy brand new pots and pans for him to eat out of, because he refused to eat from anything that had meat ever cooked in it. And she said it seemed to be an OCD type of situation. She said otherwise he didn't seem that odd, but I spoke to another aunt by marriage who said that the murder suspect's father, Michael, came from a fairly big family that she said lived very close to the edge. They didn't pay a lot of attention to rules. They were a little bit wild. A couple of the uncles of the murder suspect, she said, served time in jail, but for minor, very minor offenses like gambling or things like that. But I got this sense from both these aunts that the family was pretty odd. And the father's family originally comes from Brooklyn. They later all migrated out to Vegas. And Brian's father, Michael, is the one that was kind of estranged from the rest of his siblings. And I also heard that he could be kind of difficult with his siblings. And I'm talking now again about the murder suspect's father.
Again, almost 800,000 views for this. Why? How does him being a vegan have anything to do with the case 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago? Who cares? Who fucking cares? The guy has a foot fetish or a food fetish. That it has nothing to do with him fucking murdering 4 people, allegedly. Why is this news? Thank you. It was a pointless speech, but it's basically another form of clickbaiting. 800,000 views on this.
Were they surprised? I mean, these anecdotes are remarkable, but what about their affectation? Were they shocked, dismayed, upset, not surprised? Like, how do they feel about the fact that the person the entire country has been looking for ended up being their family?
Oh, and to Dumb and Dumber over there, look, Tiffany's here. Look, Tiffany is not mad. Look, Tiffany and I are still friends. Amazing. So now you both can shut the fuck up and go back into your little hole.
Member, like, how surprised were they about this news that he's the suspect?
Not as surprised as you would think. The one aunt, the one that saw him a few years ago and not talked about his food fetish, said she just heard about it, but she was incredibly calm. She is no longer married to the brother, so perhaps the fact that they're not specifically legally in the family anymore gives them some detachment. The other aunt, I'm the one that broke the news to her, and she was completely matter of fact and calm about the whole thing. They didn't want their names used, which is understandable. But no, I mean, I think if it were anyone I'd known, even if it wasn't a relative.
Now, this right here, this is all we need to know and all we know. Tiffany, Dumb and Dumber. You know who Dumb and Dumber is. He's 28 years old. He's a graduate student at Washington State University. He's studying criminology. He was arrested in Pennsylvania, and he's being held on extradition to Idaho. That's the only facts we know about Brian. Right there says it all. It says it all right there. That's it. All of these other bullshit means nothing. Nothing. But yet you got to have all of these click titles for you to get any views anymore. You got to pull shit out of the air to get views anymore. And I just can't do it anymore. I can't compete with this. Because if you sit there and you have like relevance and you have facts, nobody wants to hear it. They want to go to the bullshit. And it's frustrating as fuck. None of this 800,000 views means squat. It means nothing. Who cares? Vegans don't run around killing people. They don't go around murdering people. Now, if you did a report and told me he was killing animals as a child, well, that means something. If you go around telling me his aunt said that he was a recluse and he read books all the time on serial murders and then he went and killed animals, that means something. But if a vegan that slaughters 4 students, not so much. I wouldn't be making that announcement because it kind of lends to his innocence, and believe me, I don't think he's innocent. But you're tainting a jury pool with it. Why would a vegan stab somebody? Why would a vegan even get that close to human meat? It actually works against them, if you think about it. No, I know I don't need to quote unquote compete, Yarn, but it's frustrating. It's extremely frustrating. Me too, Cotton. I said I was going to write him. There'll be a bad wolf. There have been. That's why I said it was 4 days ago. There have been tons and tons and tons of hours upon hours of live streams. But I mean, is that not the ultimate tragedy pimp? She's a top-notch reporter. And what is she doing? She's tragedy pimping. Oh, I want to write him, Candy. I said that from day one. I said, I want to get inside this guy's head. Like, I want to know what makes this guy tick. Because he's not like, oh, that's another thing. Here's another thing, which I noticed this morning. Dolly, who doesn't know a fucking thing about true crime, has his title serial killer. Bitch, he's not a serial killer. Like, do you even know the definition of a serial killer? He's not a serial killer, dude. Capone, you're right. I do, Yarn. I am too, though, Yarn. They labeled me as a tragedy pimp. He's kind of a mass murderer, Candy. He doesn't even really fit that profile either, though. But he's definitely not a serial killer. But you got Dolly with 1,800 people on there writing serial killer in big red letters. No, not a serial killer. Someone said they think he took some of the blood to use later for lubricant. See, Noni, I don't even want to know what channel that was on. Oh my God. Don't even want to know what channel that was on. I know I'm not yawn. Quadruple murder until proven otherwise, not a serial. He's definitely not a serial killer. I think he researched serial killers and wanted to make his own statement, if that makes sense. I honestly, I don't know. I've been trying to figure out everything, but we know so little about him. And his aunt saying that he's a vegan or that he made her buy pots doesn't help me learn him either. Exactly, Betty. Every single theory has been proven to be fake. Every single one of them. Fake, 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 fake. That's what they want, for the brain dead masses to be distracted from what is really going on. Oh, I know I'm not a tragedy pimp. Gray put out that he said, if it may not be true, then someone close to the two survivors told him it seems one of the survivors saw the killer, but the killer didn't see him. Huh? Gray put out that he said, if it may not be true, that someone close to the two survivors told him it seems one of the survivors saw the killer, but the killer didn't see him. You mean her? And see, Edward, I have issues with this. I really do. I'm going to tell you why. It's stuff like that that drives me insane. Where would this person get this information? Tell me where this person got this info. Did the survivor tell them? And if survivor saw them, why didn't she call 911? Let's use a little common sense. If you see something, wouldn't you call 911? Or would you just go back to bed? So I don't believe that story at all. Your family is removed from the family. She could be ignorant when I heard. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying, Squirrel. But I mean, just use common sense. Use a little common sense, Gray. Stop feeding into the bullshit. Common sense will tell you that that didn't happen. That doesn't even happen. Hold on. Yeah, why wouldn't the survivor call 911? Come on. And did the survivor go around talking? Hold on. When Red says check Facebook, it's important. Yes. Thank you, Red. What differentiates the two is the timing and numbers of the murder. Serial killers commit murder over a long period of time and often in different places, while mass murders kill within a single location and time frame. But I also heard, though, that there is a difference. It has to do with their personalities too, and their personalities with a serial killer and a mass murder are different, and that's why he didn't fit everything of the mass murderer, because of the personality traits. Exactly, Tammy Lou. Critical thinking, common sense are rare these days. Betty, that's so true. LAMPA stated they will look backwards to see. Oh, that's another thing. Thank you for bringing that up, Sunset. That's another thing. People are talking about what happened in, thank you, Angelo, what happened in the press conference. I heard very respected creators talk about talk about why didn't the PA police do this, or why did the PA police say this? Why did the PA say that? Because they were only there for the extradition hearing. They're not taking the case. The case isn't in PA. Why would they say anything more than what they said? They're not investigating. They have nothing to do with the case. These are respected fucking people. These are respected true crime creators with hundreds of thousands of views that don't know their ass from their elbow. Why not? Why do you not know something that even I know? And that is, Pennsylvania has nothing to do with this fucking case. They were there for the extradition hearing. That's it. Once he's out of their hands, has nothing to do with them. Unless they find a murder weapon in Pennsylvania, which they know they're not going to find. And that's it. There's nothing else to it. Pennsylvania's done their job. Like I said, the only thing they could still be investigating is if the knife's there. But trust me, they're not losing sleep over looking for it. It's not their, it's not their jurisdiction. It's not their case. But I saw creators yesterday talk about this. These are big, big creators. I just don't get it. A few creators are showing a man at the football. That's so not him. She saw him there, but she wasn't the only one. Oh, I know she wasn't. We have lied about the survivors having been home during the murders. Just makes good. No, I don't. I don't think they would do something like that. Yeah, but it has nothing to do with the gag law in Idaho, though, IY. It has to do with it's not their jurisdiction. They have nothing to do with it. They're there. The only thing that Pennsylvania did was make sure that he stayed safe in Pennsylvania and that he can go to Idaho. He's on his way to Idaho today, by the way. I don't know if everyone knows that. I caught that on Law and Order. I mean, Law and Crime. Thank you, Dana. Just because big creators doesn't necessarily mean Dreamcatcher, I'll agree with that. BHB is delusional. That guy is not Brian. And BHB saw him there with was he carrying Gabby's bottle too? I mean, come on. But that's what people want. People want people like Betty. You do. Oh, Scooby, I want to. I'm not going to lie. I really do want to. I said the other day, if I can become pen pals with him and I can get him to give me a visit, if I can get to him by March 1st, it's cheap. After March 1st, flights go up immensely. Right now, flights to Idaho are cheap as hell. Yeah, he's already landed in Idaho. I'll be sitting for minutes. You know how creators, but that's true. Do you not think PA is not looking into cold case to find out may have been involved? No, I don't. PA is done with him. Done. There is no more. It's not their case. It's not their jurisdiction. They're done. PA did what they had to do, and they're back to their own thing. I do not believe that they think that he's ever killed before. Truth, but all right, you disagree though, based on what? What do you disagree it on? Based on what? On what? Police haven't said anything. They're not looking into it. Oh, I want to know how this guy works. Let's go. He's very strange. We haven't seen a killer like him in a long time. And we probably won't for a long time. And I want to know what makes him tick. Always nice to me. Got my channel 1,000. Ah, you're welcome, Deidre. You talking about me? The responsibility is until subs demand more from true crime creators, it will continue at rumors, fake friends, and bullshit stories. Good point. Potential involvement in a woman going missing from a home at night on 5/30/22 in the Poconos. Where'd you hear that, Dana? He is a rare breed. Person who killed 4 people resides in their state. Now they have DNA to run through Avis. Okay, you could be right. I just think they're done. I don't believe he ever killed before. Yes. I saw that, Scooby. I played some of that yesterday. Bless Mama, I keep saying I'm going to. The Dana Smithers case? What's the circumstances, though? I mean, people go missing in Pennsylvania every day. All right, people go missing every day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sunset gazing, exactly. See, and Noni, you want to know something? That's another thing. I can't take truth and transparency seriously. I don't care what she pulls up. I can't take her seriously. The girl sat outside of Unmasked house to the point where Unmasked had to take her to court for stalking her. Like, I can't take this chick seriously. And everything she did, like, here's another thing. People go at Molly for what she did during Chris Watts. How come nobody goes to truth and transparency for what she did during Chris Watts? She was 100 times more vile than Molly was, but nobody says anything. Oh, hell no, Bad Wolf. That's way too much work. She walked back to her home after visiting a neighbor at night. She's a mom of 3, disappeared that night. All of her personal belongings were still home. Yeah, that just sounds like a typical missing. Exactly, Tammy. Lana's a whole ass mess and her channel has only grown since her fuckery. Yep, I agree. Absolutely, black-haired chick. Left shortly after that, you never know. I mean, it could be possible. But yet, Truth and Transparency is getting quoted on Banfield and News Nation and all this other stuff. No, I'm not yarn. And all this other stuff. And it's like, how come nobody, like, I can't watch her. I don't care if she had fucking Brian on, I wouldn't watch her. She's crazy. But yet nobody says one word about her. She just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. I told Lana off, and in return, they found a high school friend of mine. Maybe I'll do a reaction channel of true crimers. Thank you, Tierney. No, I don't want them. You're right, Tierney. I don't. Hang on one second.
Tonight, for dinner, I have to go get grocery shopping, but I'm gonna need stuffed bell peppers and then add some sides to it and stuff.
How boring.
Okay, what do you want?
I don't know.
What do you want?
I don't know.
Then I'll figure something else out.
How about a happy birthday, bitch?
You're sleeping
Who?
on my birthday. I thought making dinner for you.
Do you know Grandma was going on a cruise this morning? I don't know. Pick him up.
I have to go.
Princess just got home from work. I'm telling you, I was thinking about doing true crime reactions. I know. She comes home and I know, right? I don't know if she knew I was live. She just walked in. I think you need a poop. Don't use my bathroom.
Using your bathroom.
There's toilet paper, I think, on my desk. Where'd I put it? There's a whole roll I put somewhere.
Okay, well, it's nowhere.
On the counter? Look on the bar.
Oh, I found it. What do you want for dinner?
I don't know.
I need to know.
By the way, my whole life I've heard you say I gotta poop.
I have to poop.
Fluffer, it's my birthday, and your birthday's in 3 days. Your birthday's in 3 days.
No, it's not. It's the end of the month.
Fluffer's the 7th.
No.
Yeah. Right? Well, I don't like her either. Nope. Thank you, IYQ. Exactly. It's different when everyone else does, but people don't want what I do. They want the bullshit. Yeah, True Texan, here's my day, okay? Dayton texts me, Mom, be ready when I get home from school. He doesn't get home till 4. Be ready when I get home from school. I have to go get cleats because I grew out of my cleats. I need my cleats today. Okay, Dayton, how about a happy birthday, Mom? Nope. All about him. Narcissist kids, I tell you. Right, Fluffy? And a narcissistic dog. Congratulations, Stone. May 1st will be 2 years for me that I quit smoking. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Charlie. I'm telling you. Typical kids, right? What? What's the matter, boo-boo? What? So do we count it all? Count what? Yes, you count. But you're missing my point. Even the quarter with over 1 million subs reporting false info about it. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Dreamcatcher. It's frustrating. If you guys don't think it's frustrating, it's aggravating, it's like, I don't know what to do. Thank you, Beatlemaniac. 35, Leslie. 35.
You think you're 35?
Yeah, I wish, Dana.
35,
I wish. Oh, no, Dayton needs cleats. Yes, I went cold turkey. No, I went to vape. What am I talking about, cold turkey? I went to vaping. Yeah, I think Patreons are coming on tonight. They better. Okay, you have subs that you could start vape reviews. You can't monetize them, but you will get paid from the manufacturer plus receive free products. Why can't you monetize them? That's true, IYQ. It's okay, Southern Gal. I understand. They're not in competition. It's not a competition thing, but it's hard to. It's frustrating. Like, you put in all this work to a channel, And then someone with, 250,000 subs are putting out bullshit and they're getting all the views. It's frustrating. How? What are you doing?
I have to go fix myself, but what do you want for dinner?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll talk to you in a second.
Exactly, Southern Gal. Thank you, Krugs. And Honey Badger, I'm not saying I was, Tammy. No, you didn't dream it. I was. It was because two specific creators can't shut the fuck up about me and Molly. Every single live they do is about me and Molly. So Molly was like, you know what? Fuck it. Here. Let's really give them something to talk about because they don't shut the fuck up. Two of them went live about my bathroom yesterday. You don't like my bathroom? Then don't use my colors. But to go live about my fucking bathroom? How desperate and pathetic are you? I couldn't believe it. Yeah, about my bathroom. See, IYQ, everyone keeps telling me that, but the Facebook groups are just as bad. No, it wasn't a Clara. The Facebook groups are just as bad. I think they're almost worse than YouTube. No, I'm not seeing her, Crystal, actually. But I'm not on YouTube version. I'm only looking at StreamYards. Let me open up, hold on. All right. Now tell her to type. Yeah, I see her.
What meat do you want? I don't want to do chicken. I don't really want chicken.
I don't know. It's not even noon.
Well, I'm going grocery shopping and I'm going to get toothpaste and rosemary first. But then I need to go grocery shopping.
I don't know. Ask your brothers.
How many? Phoenix won't be here.
Oh, he's working?
Phoenix did not take off of work for you. I did.
Aw.
Mm.
I don't know. Whatever you want to make. I'll eat whatever you cook.
Steak? No, your steak's complicated.
Steak's too expensive.
I'll figure it out.
Get creative. Yarn, Tweedledee and Tweedledum. You know who I'm talking about. The non-rocket scientist and her sidekick. Yeah, but the problem with lasagna is you have to make a special one for Phoenix. Yes, that one. Yeah, burgers and taters. Dayton wanted that one year. Dayton's like, I just want cheeseburgers. Yeah, the other one is Jaws. No, Bad Wolf. One has meth-looking teeth, but that's about it. Who's a meth dealer? That's true too, Edward. The lispy loon, I like that. That's what I'm saying. Why are you talking about my bathroom? If you don't like it, then don't do those colors. Me and Sage like our bathroom. That's it. Exactly, Amanda. It's either me or Molly every single day. Hey, Edward, I grew up in Queens. We're in Queens. But even like you want to talk about frustrating. Right now, there's another creator. I'm not mentioning names, who never gets facts right, is always days behind, and has more people than I do. Make that make sense, please. All right, I lived in Forest Hills for a while. Yeah, you can buy White Castle at the supermarket. I'm not scream ready all the time. I'll be show my face tonight though. I'll be ready tonight. Geraldo is too a journalist. I know they aren't as good. They're days behind. No, not I like Tyler. Tyler's my friend. They're days behind. They don't get any facts straight. They run with rumors, and they have more people than I do. Make that make sense, please. Supposed to have a roof quote. Uh-oh. Do better for yeah, there was nothing like getting drunk, straightening up, and then going to White Castle. We used to do that on Long Island. My kids could never appreciate a Popeye's biscuit after tripping on mesc or acid. Thank you, Joy. After tripping on mesc or acid, coming down and going for Popeye's biscuits, that was the bomb. The bomb. And getting drunk, sobering up, and go to White Castle. And then be on a toilet for like hours. Hours. Fuck, Molly gets 500-600 people watching her eat and talk about herself. Hello? If I sat there and ate on camera, I'd have 5 people. I'll never understand that one. I mean, good for her, but I don't get it. I just don't get it. But then again, I never understood mukbang panels either. I can't sit there and watch somebody eat. Yeah, now that I know Phoenix is working, I'm probably gonna do like 8:30, 9 o'clock. I don't know what time dinner is. Thank you, Liz. But you know what I'm saying, though? Thank you, Stephanie. I just don't get it. Without fail, 500-600 people just watching her eat. You can, Capone. It's my birthday, and we could do whatever we want. Thank you, Kimmers. 46. We need 46 more super chats by 12 o'clock tonight. How do some get it, but others can't? But then you got to remember, maybe they knew more beforehand. Different audience. Oh, it's definitely a different audience. Hey, Patty. Patty, I was thinking about you last night. Now you're going to ask me why. Oh, Patty, do you know what happened with Brad? I don't know if I was thinking about it last night. I'm like, you know what? I don't even know if Patty knows. Yeah, Dayton's dad. I don't think there's anything wrong with me, Britt. You know, my whole custody fight from hell. Yeah. I didn't know if you knew or not. We're going to get the probable cause since it's a gag order. I don't know. I don't think we are. Well, IYQ, I can't be on camera all the time, but I'm on camera a lot of the time. I mean, if I do a pop-up stream. Do I have plans for my birthday? Yeah, I gotta take Dayton to get cleats. Fun. Come to Alabama. I'm not going to Florida anytime soon. Brian E. said we would hear the affidavit still, but, well, I don't know if they have to release it because of the gag order. If they're going to release it, I don't know. You stoner. Patty, come to Alabama. Poking smart is retired. My other stoner friend. Y'all stoners. All right, thank you, blessed mama. Yeah, he's in Idaho. Only if you say it with the accent. What? Alabama. Patty, the twins are going to be 18 next week. 1 week from today, the little kids are now going to be 18. 18 fucking years old. No, they're not IQ. My views have sucked lately. To be 10, that's probably when last time I saw Patty, they were 10. Now they were like 13, I think. My friend Nadine's twins are 9. I'm telling you, they're 18 next week from today. I can't believe it. I'm not even true crime expert or savvy with computers, but not put it past me. I already tossed my. We know how to run them 3 years straight. 31. Oof. Time does fly. Thank you, Patty. You're gonna have 21,000 subs. I should be way higher than 200. I'm not in the algorithm. I tested it. YouTube hates me. Someone has only 134 now. You moving? Who's that, Capone? I mean, I worked hard for my subs. I mean, in all fairness, I'm not losing subs. I'm just stagnant. I'm not gaining, but I'm not losing. So I guess that's a positive. $38. Oh, I know how. I'm learning Photoshop as we speak. And if that doesn't make a difference, then I'm really quitting. I'm not wrong. I think that means your twins are yes, they are. I've worked very hard on this channel. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Thank you, Stardust. Happy birthday to you too, my fellow Cappy. Still no winner on Mega Millions? Oh, no shit. Perception of time does speed up when the percentage of lifespan is on wrong side for us. Is it really? It's 940 million? I'm going to go buy me some tickets. 2 winning tickets sold in Florida, both unclaimed. Maybe they're dead. I just watched a movie like that. They thought a guy won the lotto, so they killed him. And they took the ticket, and he didn't actually win. It was all set up. Oh, by the way, Chair, Monica, and somebody else have candles going out today. Oh, Christine. I was trying to get to drama chicks in here on your panel to work out their drama and a judgment. Who? Bad Wolf, what drama chicks? Yeah, right, Edward? True crime quiz? Maybe we'll do that later. I don't know who Amber is at all. And I don't know Lauren either. And kids pull with baby oil? Huh? Bad Wolf, what 2 drama chicks? Because most likely I wouldn't even want them. Like, I don't care. They don't seem to get that, though. Yeah, I'm lost, too. I don't know who Tay is, and I could care less about Boston Girl Bridget. I've never had one conversation with the girl. And Tay, I've never even heard of. So, yeah, I would have no interest in that. I mean, I don't dislike Boston Girl. I just don't, like, I emulate no feelings for her. Not good, not bad, just nothing. Nothingness. Never watched her. Don't know who she is. I mean, I know who she is, but... Oh, God, Edward. He's a complete idiot. I mean, I'll give him credit. He's got no fear. I mean, he really has no fear at all. But he's still an idiot. Have to find a way to a dispensary. But maybe the baby oil poo thing, if they're at least a high 6 or more. Brian, I have no idea what you're saying. Thank you, Honey Badger. Yeah, candle business is good. I mean, everything's good over there. You know, I was thinking about something. I saw somebody come across for talk about the girl that's being sued by the teacher. You know, and it's kind of funny. If you look at it like this, she really wasn't totally off. There is a big professor involved. in this whole thing. So I thought that was interesting. Thank you, Jen. And by the way, thank you guys for the Cash Apps and PayPals. Yeah, right, Crystal? No fear in an idiot. Yeah, I mean, really, if you think about it on a metaphysical level, yeah, wrong department, wrong college, but she was dead set that there was some kind of professor involved. Well, kind of there was on a metaphysical level. So you can't say that she was totally off. I don't know if it can help her with this lawsuit, but she was reading tarot cards and she wasn't that far off. So I thought that was interesting. I don't know, for some reason I kept thinking about it. Although I don't think it'll help her win a lawsuit. She was closer. Exactly. She was closer than anyone else. I agree with that too, Dream. And that's pretty weird. That's pretty wild. But on a metaphysical level, she wasn't that far off. But Edward, remember, defamation comes when you know that it's false and you say it anyway. If she's going by tarot cards and tarot cards told her that there was a respected professor involved, well, in her mind, the way she read it, she's right. She believes that there is a professor involved, and there was a professor involved, quote unquote. Yeah, she may truly believe it. Oh, Brian is saying 2 drama chicks working it out in a small pool lathered in baby oil for the men. Thank you, Sunset Gazing. Thank you. A respected professor. He was a teacher. He graded. That's true too. Good point. Yeah, the chick getting sued. Thank you for that translation, Sunset Gazing. I appreciate it. She can open up a tarot card shop. Seriously, though, she was way off about naming a professor, but she was pretty close. The one that's being sued, the tarot card reader that's being sued for saying it was a professor. Cannot specify anyone on a professional level and expect to get away with it. True. That was her mistake. She shouldn't have specified who, but there was a professor. There was 2 of them, actually, if you include him. I agree, Southern Gal. She wouldn't have named anyone. She would have blown up big time. Totally agree with that. And she would have. They're mostly about getting laid, it seems. Oh, show me one of these proclaimed tarot readers, spirit boxes. Show me one of them that got it right. None of them. Not one person got it right. I got blasted saying in another chat how knowingly false plays a part. That may be 50 in the suit. There's a girl, Tammy. There was a girl on TikTok who allegedly claimed that this professor from University of Idaho was involved in the murders, or did the murders. Not involved, did the murders. And she is the professor that she named from University of Idaho had never even taught the students. So she decided the teacher was like, hell no, you're not gonna defame me like this. So the teacher hired a lawyer and is suing her. And it's been all over the place. Oh yeah, she claimed that the professor was in a relationship with one of the girls. Brian says he was in the court case. She may get lots of publicity. But people can believe my visions and I don't care. I don't consider myself a psychic. Oh yeah, Yarn, you were away for that. Hold on, let me find it. I'll show you. No, she didn't, Cheryl Ann. She didn't get anything right. Bullshit. The woman got nothing correct. I went through her video. She got not one thing correct. Her original videos, she got nothing right. She got nothing right, Cheryl Ann. Nothing. No, she did not. All right. For those of you that don't know, hold on. What did Serafina get right originally? Tell me what she got right. Because when I went through her video, she didn't get a fucking thing right. I have to disagree with Donna on this one. They're picking out bits and pieces that might correlate and putting it out as one. Thank you. Exactly, Tina. I said it was somebody whose name we haven't heard, and I was right. I'm psychic now. I said the age too. But you want to know something though, Cheryl Ann? She also described Jack. Just saying. Jack fits the exact same starters. Yarn, I'm with you there. 100%. His age, his height, his hair color fits Jack. Just saying.
Murder mystery. It's been more than 6 weeks since those 4 students were killed and the killer still on the loose. Now a professor at the school is suing a TikTok user who claims she was responsible. Mola Lengi joins us with the latest. Mola, good morning.
Well, good morning, Janae.
Where he exited, we don't know where he exited. We don't know anything.
Weeks, investigators have been combating a lot of misinformation on this case, but they say this claim that this professor is somehow involved in the murder is perhaps the most high profile, as it has been shared online millions of times. A University of Idaho professor is suing a so-called internet sleuth for defamation after the TikTok personality posted a series of videos accusing, without any credible evidence, that the professor was somehow tied to the November murders of 4 college students. According to the lawsuit, TikToker Ashley Gillard posted 6 videos claiming Professor Rebecca Schofield was responsible for the 4 students' deaths. The suit says the videos have been viewed millions of times, stating that Gillard falsely claimed Schofield ordered the execution of the 4 students. Gillard is not backing down and says she looks forward to any upcoming trial. This, the most high-profile example of online speculation that has been denounced by authorities who have urged the public to avoid sharing misinformation or rumors about the case.
What we want to say is we're the official source of information, and anything that comes from other sources is either rumor or speculation.
The Moscow police still have not named any suspects and have not recovered the murder weapon used in the stabbing deaths of the 4 students during the early morning hours of November 13th. According to the lawsuit, Schofield, who chairs the history department at the University of Idaho, had never met any of the 4 murdered students, nor had any of the 4 been in her classes. Despite receiving cease and desist letters from Schofield's legal team, the Texas TikToker has continued posting videos. Schofield's attorney tells ABC News the statements made about Professor Schofield are false, plain and simple. This lawsuit became necessary to protect Professor Schofield's safety and her reputation. The University of Idaho also weighing in, blasting Gillard's videos, saying, while this lawsuit is a private matter, U of I does not condone spreading false information and finds this particular allegation to be one of the worst we have seen. Well, again, no arrests have been made in this case. No suspects identified this morning. The university is on their winter break, but police stress the investigation will continue while classes are out. They say they have received around 12,000 tips since this investigation began, Gio.
12,000 tips and still such a mystery. Mola, thank you so much.
She had whose description down to a T. Okay, let me fill you guys in on something though. In the history of serial killers or mass murderers, very few are blonde. That's where the dark hair came from. There have been a few, like Dahmer was blonde, but most serial killers or mass murders in our history have dark hair. You kill 4 people at one shot, odds are you're going to be 6 feet or taller. This is all common sense. His age, maybe. His age could be anywhere from, I said, 21, 22 to 30. Average age serial killers. All you need to do is know a little bit about true crime and you could put that together. And when you make a living putting that stuff together, you need to know that. And you need to know that odds are he wasn't blonde. You could be wrong, but most serial killers have dark hair. Most mass murderers have had dark hair. Now, Dahmer had light hair. Multiple boxes said red hair also. See? Now, I don't know. I've heard she did great on the Lori Vallow case. But again, you never know. I throw enough shit against the wall, something's going to stick. That professor's 28 like Brian. Wouldn't that be something? She looks young. She does look young. That's true, too. There's not that many blondes after a certain age. But it's kind of easy to say that he's probably dark-haired. Yeah. Most are. I don't always have to be right. Because it's bullshit, Sherilyn. That's why. Because it's bullshit. Tammy, if you say so, I don't watch her. You believe her, you go right ahead believing her. I think she's full of shit. You can't, true psychics can't read somebody over the internet. Spirits do not come to them over the internet. You have to physically know somebody. You have to physically be around somebody. You have to physically have something of them in order to read them. You can't just read random people on the internet. That's not how the shit works. We can't all be crazy. No, I heard she did well on that case. So, Cheryl Ann, Molly Golightly is an ordained reverend too. What does that mean? Okay, I know nothing. You go back to listening to Reverend. You go right ahead. Enjoy. No one all during this case asked. Pedro, thank you. Asked if Ethan or the girls had a gun. But Molly's a ordained reverend. You just said that she's an ordained reverend. So is Molly. What's your point? She can marry. Exactly, honey badger. No, Tammy, Cheryl's the one that made it a point to say it. That's why I said it. I agree, honey badger. There are some that are gifted, but most do it as an act. People fall for anything. $15 in an email, exactly. Thank you, shop girl. She got lucky guessing. I'm sorry those people are so gross doing that to grieving families. I agree. Oh, it's okay, Stoned. She can run her mouth. I think it's funny. I guess it makes her more credible if she says she's an ordained minister. Exactly, Patricia. And somehow, I got news for you too, and I haven't done this, so I can't say for sure, but I have a feeling that if I went through her stuff on that case, I guarantee you it's not as people think it is. I would absolutely guarantee that she didn't guess everything, but somehow things have been twisted to make it sound like she does. But I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. Dionne Warwick did that psychic network. That psychic network was funny. Remember when chat rooms came out? That shit was hysterical. She definitely did on that one. I heard it. And East Coast Beauty, she did it like she told the police. Hey, Joseph. Joseph, I'm going to be on later too. No, I haven't, Dreamcatcher. Donna picked those lottery numbers so she can buy that van she's been e-begging for. She's been e-begging for a van? Just so you would see for yourself. Yeah, but you know what it is, Tammy? I don't know that case. Yeah, but Noni, he's there personally. He's physically there, speaking with someone. That's a difference. Thank you, Joseph. "15 pages document she sent to the police where exactly those children were, and it was exactly." All right, hold on. Okay. A detective Monday described in excruciating details how investigators unearthed the remains of 2 children who had been missing for months while searching the rural Idaho property of a man charged with concealing evidence. The testimony came during a preliminary hearing where a judge will decide whether there is enough evidence to hold Chad Daybell for trial. He and the mother's children face charges related to the hiding of the remains of 17-year-old Tylee Ryan and 7-year-old Joshua Vallow, although authorities have yet to say how the 2 died or whether homicide charges will be filed in that case. Said JJ Vallow's body was found beneath fresh sod, under which there were 3 large white rocks in a row and a piece of wood paneling. He said the body was buried in a plastic bag covered in duct tape. Investigators said they found the bodies by tracking the movements of Lori Vallow's brother, Alex Cox, using cell phone data. Rexburg Police Lieutenant Ron Ball wrote in court documents that Cox was involved in this conspiracy to hide the child's remains. Cox died of an apparent blood clot in his lung at the Arizona last December. I don't see anything about that they got it from tips. Police began searching for Tyler and JJ in November after relatives raised concerns, and they soon discovered that both children were last seen in September. Daybell's lied to them. Yeah. Before they found them, she says exactly where they were in the same condition. Let's see. And Cheryl Ann, you probably watch Dolly and Betty. Yeah, but when they use psychics, when the police, they always give psychics credit. No, they do. They will always give psychics credit. No, not you, East Coast Beauty. Yeah, I don't know anything about the Lori Vallow case. I mean, I know a little, but not much. Yeah, there have been. Hold on. Um,
my spirit team to come in. I'm asking for God to surround me in pure love. I'm asking for, so I'm seeing this side of the house. I'm seeing this side of the house. But then I also see the doorway, and that's probably because it's in pictures. So it's like the doorway at the lower level of the hill. I'm seeing that doorway open. But I just looked at a photo of it, so that would make sense that it would come into my mind. It could be that they're picturing me there, and I know the address is 1102 or 22 or something like that. Anyways, it was in the picture. So I'm not getting that psychically. I'm just saying that's what's going into my mind. And obviously the gatekeepers. And so I'm just going to trust now. I'm just going to trust and wait that I know that I'm being used for good. And I know that I'm going to do my best to interpret and see what is there. Okay, they're showing me one of the blonde girls now. I can't roll. I can tell them apart a little bit. I think it's the one that has a little rounder face. And she's doing something. So I'm just going to follow her a minute and I'll tell you. They're just showing me her, but we're walking somewhere. We're in that main street area of that little town. I'm seeing a guy talking to her, and he's quite a bit taller. I mean, she sits on a bench, or it really feels like if there's a tree, and I'm getting chills on my legs, if there's a tree that has a bench surrounding the tree, like, you know how they put those half round benches?
Okay, there's a tree in Idaho near a college campus, and she's talking to a guy that's taller than her. Like, really? You need a psychic to tell you this. But let's continue.
Around trees sometimes. He's taller, and I think he might like her. He's like trying to talk to her. And this is not at night, so this is not at the time it happened. This is sometime in the day of some day. And then in the hood,
a guy who's taller than Kaylee spoke to her with a tree around. Okay.
Now I'm seeing the hooded guy by the truck. But I don't think it's that guy. Like, I'll just wait and see. I don't think it's that guy that they're showing me, because this guy seems like he has, like if he was like 6 feet tall or something like that, you know, a bigger build. And she's not.
Then we come into the I don't know. Well, it could be, maybe not. Or maybe it could be. Or maybe not. Maybe it's not. Okay. Let's keep going.
Really interested in him because she's like kind of, I don't know if short is the word, but she's not super tall, like, you know, so he's trying to talk.
Now we have someone who may be tall, but wait, she's not that super tall. But wait, she's kind of short. Okay. Let's cover all bases.
Talk to her, strike up a conversation about school, about history. I didn't get a lot of spirit energy about the history. Let's see. It might be some kind of related, like geology or geography, or, you know, just these types of classes that they make you take or whatever. Okay. Okay, anyways, everyone knows what I'm talking about. So they're bringing me to this conversation still. So she's sitting there. She seems like she's waiting for something. So I don't know if she's waiting for a ride, or maybe she just felt like sitting there for a minute. So it's not that, it doesn't feel like she knows him. It doesn't feel like she's super interested in talking to him. She's definitely not interested in going out with him. Oh, he has brown hair. In fact.
Okay, she just talked about the hoodie guy. That's exactly who she's talking about, is the hoodie guy. Plain and simple. This is the hoodie guy she's talking about. Fits to a T. There's even a bench in Grubhub. So yeah, this is the hoodie guy she's describing.
He looks different than the one that got killed, but he's larger size like that. And his hair is a little bit, it might have a wave in it, and it's thick, and he might be a little older. Okay, I have chills about that. He's a little older. So she doesn't totally believe, she's like wondering if he really even goes to college or not or something. He's wearing a black sweatshirt or hoodie or black. And I know
she is describing hoodie guy to a T. Hoodie guy has wavy in his hair. He's taller than her. He was near a tree. He was talking to her. She's describing hoodie guy.
The guy in the food truck is wearing a dark one too or whatever, but I'm trying to separate the two. Yeah, when I said I try to separate the two, I get energy in my legs, which is usually like a confirmation, like, yeah, separate the two. Okay, separate the two. And I get energy in my legs. Now I'm seeing the front of the house again. It's like 11:02 or 11:22. And I'm remembering that from the picture, not from the psychic, but I got chills at my house. So, I mean, chills in my legs, which is confirmation. So they're putting me, even though I'm telling you I saw from the picture, the confirmation that they're putting me in front of the house again. But I'm with him. Okay, the energy totally went away, so I'm not with him. Okay, let me just relax. I'm going to clear it and just see what they do with me. I'm asking my spirit guides to take me there, to show me whatever you need to show me, to provide information that may aid in putting this guy off the streets. Now I'm seeing someone with really red hair. Really red hair. I don't want to.
Now she's saying she sees someone with red hair. Who's got red hair? Nobody. But she's covering all bases. She's covering everything.
Jump ahead of myself. It's like, oh, I'll go, okay, I see the one with the knife. Like, you know what I mean? This is different than one that was talking to her when she really wasn't interested in talking to him. And then I saw this other guy with really red hair, and they are showing him to me, and they're confirming with the spirit energy. If you imagined Paul Murdaugh's son that he's accused of murdering his wife and child, that kid, but bigger, a similarity in looks. I would say a similarity, not identical. I'm in front of the house again, just looking at the house. I feel like I'm waiting for Madison. I feel like I don't know what.
Okay, we know that it happened at the house. So putting in front of the house. Yeah, but East Coast Beauty, she's covering all basics. That's what I'm saying. She's covering everything. She's covering a redhead. She's covering dark hair. She's covering hoodie guy. She's covering Jack. She's covering every guy possible.
Which one she is, but I just feel like saying I'm waiting for Madison. I mean, I know she's one of the blonde ones, but I'm not. I'm just waiting for Madison. Lots of questions are running through my mind.
Yeah, this was from a month ago when before he was arrested or anything, when everybody thought it was Jack or hoodie guy that did it. That's who she centered this around.
And so I'm just trying to slow them down right now. That's what I'm doing. Because I'm like, well, if you put me in the mind of the killer, and then I get some spirit energy, and then I'm like, did you leave town? Did you leave town? And then it's like, okay, wait.
Showwater has reddish hair. That's where the reddish hair came from, Showwater. And now, did you leave town? That's based on the rumors from Showwater going to Africa, which turned out to be complete bullshit. And honestly, I think I was the only channel that called that out instantly. That's what she's running on. That's what she's going on, was that Showwater went out of town and he's redhead. Cheryl Ann, you need to wake up because it's right here. Like, I'm explaining to you everything she's talking about. You don't want to believe it, then don't. But facts are facts.
I got to stop because it's better just to let them show and unfold it the way they want. Okay, so now I'm going up the side of the house on the right. So if I was standing there in the lower part facing the house and I have strong chills on my legs, I go up the right, I go up the hill, and I go in the back way like that. And I got big chills on my legs. And I'm trying to rectify that with.
Everybody knows that the police have been saying exactly how this happened and where he went in the house, allegedly, where they think he may have gone in the house.
Seeing that picture with the blood dripping down and going, wasn't that the lower level and stuff like that? But I'm trying to rectify it. But I'm just going to go with what I feel like and maybe check with the facts after, because I feel like I'm with the killer and I'm going up the side of the house on the right and in the back sliding door. I have to slow myself down because I'm like trying to fit things together. I'm like nobody would get up to see if they heard steps on the stairs because there's so many people that live there. And so he has this moment where he knows he's in and he's taking his time. He seems to know when he goes, he knows. I feel like he's been there before. Like he knows. It's almost like he eats an apple. Yeah, like he's just standing there thinking about it.
That is feeding into Jack Showwater and everybody else. This is not describing a stranger. This is not describing a this is not describing the Brian. This is describing somebody that's been there already. Deborah, I totally agree with you.
Like he eats an apple. He starts to put it in the drain, but then he puts it in his pocket. He might have put the apple in the drain just so, it would get ground up before anyone took teeth marks out, but then he might have pulled it out and put it in his pocket. I'm not sure. I kind of am wondering, so it's more of a wondering feeling if I'm seeing blood washing off his hands, like washing off his hands at the kitchen sink after. And I'm not sure if it's the brunette or the red-haired guy. It's really weird like that. It's almost like, are they doing this together? And I got some spirit energy. Is there two of them? No spirit energy. Is there just one? Yeah, spirit energy, just one. Has this guy dyed his hair to make it less red or something? I don't know. Okay, asking questions doesn't really work. So I'm wondering, to me, I say, well, how does this relate to this guy that was talking to her that she wasn't really interested in? And I'm not sure yet. I'm just gonna.
Guys, she's talking about Hoodie Guy and Jack Showalter. That's who she's saying. She followed the Reddit feed and 4chan feed. Exactly, IYQ. Exactly. I can't believe you guys fall for this. I really can't. Britt, I'm with you. I don't think Brian's ever been to the house either. Yeah, where's the knife since she knows so much?
Go. There's bite marks in the apple that could be helped to identify him. I don't know if he threw the apple away outside or what. Okay, I gotta quit wondering and just clear my mind. I feel it's that larger man that was talking to her other thing. Okay, I don't know why I don't get any spirit energy, so let me just rest for a minute and see what I get. Oh, they're telling me I'm trying too hard. Okay, just let go and we'll come for you. Okay, so I have to just let go of my mind and allow my consciousness, ask my spirit guides to show me. It feels like the one named Madison. If the one named Madison is the one that has the little rounder face, it feels like she was the target. Is that correct? No, I have a real sick feeling. Sometimes they give me a really sickening feeling when I see it too, so I'm not 100% sure. I'm addressing the issue of the twin of this young man who was killed. And I'm wondering, is this the big guy that he's interested in her? He is. The twin is the guy that's interested in Madison, the twin of that guy that was killed. Please show me what happens that night. I feel like he goes in the sliding door. Doesn't feel like they really lock it, much. Especially when they know there's other roommates still out and stuff like that, which is obviously a lot. So he feels, the energy of the guy who does this feels like, obviously he has a lot of hatred, and that's obvious, but I'm feeling his hatred right now. His hatred in general of just feeling like, kind of like there's all this fresh candy around town, but he can't have any. And I have chills on my legs about that. Rejecting him. I kind of feel like the man gets it first. Whatever door he goes in, like the first door, yeah, I got a little spirit energy that okay, so he opens a door on the left and he sees the guy and his girlfriend sleeping. The guy kind of wakes up and is like, what the fuck or whatever. And he just goes over real quick and just stabs him right in the chest, like, and then stabs his girlfriend right in the chest, like, or chest and abdomen. I mean, that instantly shuts them up, obviously. And then he has their door open just like an inch because he wants to see if anyone heard it or woke up. And he's looking out down the hallway. He wants to skip the door that's the closest across from him because he wants to get to the door that's furthest down the hall from this, which is interesting. Because you'd think he'd go to like a door closer. But he knows I feel like he knows which rooms they even have.
Okay, I can't with this anymore. This is the biggest bunch of shit I've ever heard in my life, and I'm sorry if people can't see it. As far as the Tyler case, I don't know that case well, so I can't say anything there, but I have a feeling it is not what people think it is. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Thank you, Stoned. I was gonna say that. Austin, you won't see the hashtag, only they will. They'll see it highlighted, you won't. It wasn't put out of what she was wearing last. Yeah, but East Coast Beauty, show me where I'm wrong. That's what I'm saying. Show me where I'm wrong. Because I'm showing you guys what she's doing, so show me where I'm wrong. Because everything she just explained is a bunch of shit. Everything she just explained is easily stated. And she described Hoodie Guy. Yes, I am, Aaron. She described Hoodie Guy to a T. And again, I believe in psychics. I do. I can't watch anymore, East Coast. It's bullshit. As far as Gabby Petito goes, I had her murdered the same way. I'm not a psychic. Not that hard to figure out. Like I said, I don't know anything about JJ. I don't know. I can't say anything about that case because I don't know. Like people want to quote the JJ. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I mean, I'm not going to argue that either because I can't argue it. I don't know that much about it. No, kind of, Callie. What I said was that either she fell on a rock or, you know, something happened. I didn't say he bashed her with a rock, but I said she fell on a rock or she smashed her head open. That I did say. I'm actually getting off in a minute, Stone. You can come up later. But I got to get into a shower. Selling dirt to farmers online. Yeah, I'm getting off in 3 minutes. Don't use a space where you don't see one, and sometimes people don't have the, oh. Yeah, I'll be back on tonight. And I'm not mad. Like, people can believe whatever they want. Like, people believe in her in the, whatchamacallit, in the, Callie, that's what I was going to say. People want to believe her for the Lori Vallow case. I can't argue it. I don't know. I don't know the case well enough. I never followed it, never cared to follow it, never really interested in it. So I'm not one for even arguing about that case. But I know everything else from Summer Wells to this case to everything else, she's been full of shit. She goes on rumors and goes around that. And I'm gonna prove it later. On my birthday, I'm gonna do some tarot card readings. And I'm gonna show you guys how easy this is. Oh, you can tell me later, Stone Gator. I mean, I understand the case. I mean, I saw it in the beginning. I followed in the beginning. How do we know if she was wrong? No, it was the way she did stuff. It was the way she talked about stuff. She was like, oh, and maybe it was behind this, and maybe it was behind that, and maybe it was behind, and everything was maybe. I could do that too. Hello. She wanted a reward on the Vallow case. I could do tarot for my Patreons. I can read tarot cards for my Patreons. And I'm going to show you guys how easy it is, how simple it is to piece things together that make sense. If you have the brain that can do it. I am one of the lucky ones. I can piece things together. And someone in here is going to have an uncle with a wooden fence. And someone in here is going to have an aunt that they miss dearly. And someone's father is going to tell me that they called their little girl an angel or an angel face. And somebody in here is going to fit with, what else? I'm trying to think. And someone else had a fight with their mom before they passed. And their mom wants them to know how much they love them and that they forgive them. Someone in here is going to fit all this. Someone in here is going to have a friend. Sure, it's me, Jay. What's your question? You guys get what I'm saying? I would be able to cover everybody. I'd find my sister before you died. You mean before she died? The one, oh, just which one do you want? I'm actually updating the site tomorrow. I was going to do it yesterday, but it's going to be tomorrow. Exactly, Nicole. Your boyfriend is looking down at you and tells you that he loves you and he never meant for this to happen. I mean, it happens all the time. Mahogany teakwood is gonna, I can do it. I have to order more. I think I'm out. Correct, moderate. If I order a candle, I can predict I will get a candle within the next 2 weeks. Correct. Do you have big? I don't have bigger. I do have bigger than 14. I can do, I think 23 or 20. Is it 23 or 28? Hold on. Oh, it's either 23 or 28. It's a glass jar. I think it's 28 ounce. That's the biggest I have. I have tons of patchouli. So you've done more research. Callie, I'm not calling her a liar because I don't think she's lying about what she's doing, but she is, what's the word? I wouldn't say defrauding. She's feeding into people's, weakness. I don't know how I want to put that. I want one that's stuffed fire but burns so quickly. Why'd you order it on Amazon? Yuck. Yucky, yucky. Exploiting, thank you. I just realized Yarnfield, Banfield. My birthday on 18 and my mom's 19. Woo! Vulnerable, thank you. Vulnerability. A white barn candle? It's me, Jay. Yuck. Yuck. Bought a candle on Amazon. Yucky. Disappointed. Yeah, Yarnfield, Banfield. Hey, Janessa, thank you. It's me, Jay. Email me and I'll give you the information for it. But I have to order. I'm surprised I didn't order it last time. I think I forgot. But I do. I mean, it's a popular scent. I do need to order it. Yarn. And how does it compare to mine? I want to know. I will. It's me, Jay. I'll get it done tonight or tomorrow. But I got to order the scent too. And by the way, the person that ordered the mac and cheese candle said it was amazing. So, nah. So how does the Dior candle stack up? Be honest. If the Dior candle is 10 times better, let me know. No, but how does it compare? Thank you, Andrea Matters. She on the spot. No, she could, believe me, Dior is like $150 candle. See, I don't know that scent. Yeah, the mac and cheese was a big hit. Exactly. Be honest, Yarn. See, I can't touch that. They come up with these like French scents. I can't compare. I gotta come up with scents like that. I'm learning. I'm practicing. Oh, you're gonna love it. It's me, Jay. She on a fun spot? Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't get mad if she said no. The Dior. I expect the Dior candle to be 10 times better. I just don't think it will be. That's why I'm curious. But the scent, I mean, the actual scent, I can't argue with that. The scent is a scent. You know, they have a team of like experts, chemists putting stuff together. I can't compare. Your candle have a very strong scent, no complaints. Oh, I also want to tell you guys something. I'll let you guys on a little secret. I was gonna go live about this. When I start my candle channel, when you hear something say that it's triple scented, that is a scam. There is no such thing as triple scented candles. Candles, it's a formula, and you can only use a certain amount in a candle. In any wax, doesn't matter what the wax is. There is no such thing about triple scented. It's a complete fabrication lie. Just want to let you guys know that. There's a tip of advice. Don't ever fall for a triple scented. It's complete nonsense. There's no such thing. So you would say it's comparable, Yarn? The way it burns, the way it permeates throughout the house? That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, no, just triple scented is false. There's no such thing. There's a certain formula. You can only add a certain amount of scent to a wax, to an amount of wax, or it's not going to work. If you put in too much scent into a wax, it will drown it out. You won't get any scent. I'm pregnant when Jura matters. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, some scents are stronger than others. I mean, that's just the scent, though. But the formula to make every candle is the same. Mahogany teakwood is strong. That is a strong scent. There's no such thing as interest-free. Ah! Oh, yeah, I see triple scented all the time. Bad Wolf, do you have a membership link? I know Yarn said he doesn't. Crystal, you have a membership link? Yeah, I'm having John Travolta's baby. Woohoo! I know, right, Amanda? No, she's probably still too busy talking about my bathroom. Yeah, you'll see it advertised everywhere, like triple scented candles. As a matter of fact, one of the biggest candle companies in the world, they make millions a year, use the term triple scented. That's how I started looking into it. Oh, there you go. Austin, Red just dropped a membership link. It's funny as hell. I can't even believe that like they make millions a year using this triple scented. Yeah, there's no such thing. I think that's going to be my first candle video. Don't fall for the triple scent. It's not true. You got a PayPal link. That works. Oh, I'm sure you won't even have to wake up, Brett. I'm sure it'll be I'm sure they'll put it out first. Wooded scent mixed with like a baking cookie scent. That I would have to make personally, and I'm not sure what ones I would use to make that it would still smell good. Like I made this one scent. It was patchouli, balsam fir, Nordic Nights. Like I used a whole bunch of scents together and it ended up drowning out. It smelled like nothing. I was like, well, that was a waste. Then I mixed a whole bunch of flowers together and added, what did I add to it? I added something sweet to it and it smelled weird. Laura's pregnant with a love child. Have you seen a bathroom? There you go. You're right. Crazy. All right, but I do need to get into a shower because I have to go looking for I will, Patty. Abby thinks my love of candles because secretly I'm a pyromaniac. Yeah, let me tell you, it's been frustrating having to restart with wicks again. So I've been like I've been adding mica again just because trying to do these wicks again are a pain in the ass, and I had the mica down. Snickerdoodle I have. I don't really care for it though. I'm weeding down a lot of my scents. Because I need to get rid of a bunch. So all right. I'm out. Yeah, everyone sub up to Stone Gator. She's almost at 1,000 subs. You put one in, Moderate? Because there's one that I have that I just got yesterday. I think it's Sunset Gazing. I think. And tonight we'll do some tarot card readings. Woohoo! That's a wax melt, Honey Badger. You cut that up and you put it in a you put it in a wax melt burner. My mom keeps hers on the bar. She said she gets so many compliments on them, she doesn't even want to burn them. So that's another thing that I'm doing just because I'm getting better and better at them. The free wax melt that everyone gets, I think I'm turning it into donuts and stuff. Giving free donuts instead of like the packaged wax melts because they're just more fun. Thank you, Jackie. And I'm practicing my whipped cream and stuff. So yeah. And a quiz. Oh, I not want to burn it. Oh yeah, you can keep it. I'm just saying that it is whatchamacallit. It is that's what I'm gonna start doing. So everyone, donuts for everyone. So all right, I'll see you guys tonight for tarot card readings and for quiz and birthday fun, and Patreon's gonna come up and talk. And if you guys are nice, I won't quit YouTube, or I won't quit true crime. But I'm close. I got one foot out the door. One jury, you have to go back and rewind. So, all right, birthday girl's going to take a shower and get clean in my beautiful new bathroom. And that's it. I'll see you guys later. Peace.